Self-knowledge is important because it leads you to self-mastery. Self-mastery is basically reaching your highest potential. You can't reach your highest potential without even knowing what you're capable of. So knowing yourself, knowing how your mind works, how your body works, how your emotions work, and how to utilize them to work for you and not against you. And also knowing like who you are at the core. These are very important if you want to reach your highest potential and know who you are. I mean, not know who you are, but recreate or redesign your being and your reality. You have to know who you are. Sorry, this hill kicking my ass. I'm going down the hill and it's still like, yeah. But anyway, yeah, you have to know who you are. And even if you don't want to reach your highest potential, just utilizing self-knowledge to just live in your everyday life, have a higher quality of life. Some nice views for y'all. Have a higher quality of life. And when I say higher quality, being able to walk around or run or jump or even sit without pain or arthritis, or being able to be in a relationship without that person leaving or dying, ruining your entire life. Being able to just be in a relationship and communicate in that relationship and have a healthy relationship and friendships, healthy connections and relationships with your family, friends, business partner, romantic, whatever the case. You have to know yourself in order to attain these things or do these things. It's literally like the most important aspect here to life. Just imagine you are driving in a car and you don't know what the fuck a car is or how it works. You see other people driving a car, so you're trying to do what everybody else is doing. Like, okay, they're moving the wheel. Okay, so this must be how you turn the car. Or, okay, they pressing this pedal, so this must be how you go. And shit like that. But you're going based off of what everybody else is telling you instead of going based off of what you have learned for yourself. So just imagine that. You driving a car and then somebody cut in front of you and you don't know how to operate. Or you don't know what happens. You driving your car for like a year or 6 months or whatever, and then next thing you know, like, it's not working, or your tire blows out, or you need an oil change and you don't know what an oil change is or what oil to put in your car, but you just going based off of what everybody else is telling you. That is basically how it is with your body and shit like that. Like, if you don't know how your car works, how your vehicle works, which is your body, how your body works, how the fuck can you expect to fix it when things go wrong, or even prevent things from happening, prevent things from going wrong? So it's not even just about self-mastery, but it's also about living a better quality life, higher quality life, without having to get scammed or manipulated or break down without knowing like how you operate and how you work. So yeah, that is the importance of self-knowledge. But the ways to attain self-knowledge isn't just some crazy thing. It's not just like some big wide thing, big broad thing that you have to like figure out. And it's not a crazy thing. It's so simple. Just knowing what the fuck your favorite color is knowing yourself, knowing what kind of music you like, knowing I don't know what the hell activities you like to do, what your belief system is and why you believe in this belief system, what your values are, what your philosophy to life is. Like, why do you think the way you do? Why do you feel the way you do when you come across certain things, or why do certain things trigger you? And ask yourself these questions, and then just keep asking yourself questions. Why to everything. Why do I feel this way? Okay, then why that? And then why this? And just keep asking yourself the same things. Not the same things, but different questions. Reflect on these things. Journal about these things. If journaling isn't something that you like, then you can get into astrology. You can get into numerology. You can get into shadow work. Shadow work is really the journaling and reflecting. That's how I do my shadow work. But also learning about the chakras and learning about your energy centers and feeling yourself energetically. Or even learning about anatomy, learning about how your body works, how your body operates, what nutrition is, what certain foods and things do to your body. And if you don't want to learn in some kind of school or college, you don't have to. You can literally learn this. You can buy a course and learn this shit, or you can learn it on YouTube. You can learn it on my Patreon, because I have a course talking about all of these things. The course, basically, my Patreon is designed not like an average Patreon. It's more so designed as a curriculum, as a school. So it has different like collections or playlists or packages or whatever. And these well, not necessarily packages, but different categories. Like I have one called numerology, one called astrology, and as I build onto it, I'll have anatomy in there. I'll have the mental aspects in there, everything. I have all kinds of shit in there. Psychology, philosophy, whatever the hell. So yeah, right now it is $11 to subscribe to that, so you can get all this information in there. And it's structured very well. It has a lot of details. It has lectures in there. It has articles, blogs, links, infographics, pictures, videos, all kinds of things. So yeah, you can get that information from my Patreon. But basically, if you want to do it yourself for free, journaling is like one of the best ways. And also just paying attention to how certain foods affect your body, paying attention to how certain energies or certain people affect you, and paying attention to how you feel and how you respond to certain things. Pay attention to yourself, and the best way to pay attention to yourself is to isolate yourself, because you don't have many distractions and people and energies clouding your vision and clouding whatever. You don't have that clouding you. So basically you can just lost my train of thought. Basically, yeah, isolate yourself. Self-isolation. Honestly, what I did, I know a lot of people can't do this, but what I did was I went to Denver. I drove to Denver by myself, drove to Denver, got an Airbnb. I worked my job and I saved up 2 bands. Yeah, I saved up 2 bands and got an Airbnb. And then I had like other checks and stuff like that coming in from other things. So yeah, I just got an Airbnb for like 3 months, and I stayed out there, worked on myself, worked on my business, and found out who the hell I was. Honestly, that is the best way to learn yourself. Just isolate yourself for about 3 to 6 months, come back, oh God. Honestly, what self-knowledge really does is it boosts your confidence, because it's like we're capable of so many different things. And if you just learn how your body works and how your mind works and how the world works and how we're connected, just like look at the view I have right here. Beautiful ass view. And if you just think about how this is a reflection of you, if we see a beautiful ass woman or a beautiful man, sexy man, or whatever the case, and you just looking like, damn, like why you just so fucking sexy, you so fine, and you just know that person is a reflection of you, and that is a literal fucking thing. And if you have self-knowledge, you'll understand what I mean by people and the universe being a reflection of you. Look up fractals. Look up fractals in nature and fractals in the human body, and you'll literally see what I'm talking about. How these trees right here look like the neurons, the brain cells in your brain, or how they look like the veins in your arm, or how they look like the bronchi, and I think it's called bronchi, brachial, whatever the hell, in the lungs, or how it looks like rivers. If you look at from like an aerial view, like a drone view, you'll see like rivers and shit like that look just like the trees, the branches in the trees, and how everything is connected and how everything is the same. Even seashells and how they have the spiral right here, just like our ears have the spiral. These things, even the coil in our hair and shit like that. All of these things are connected, and having self-knowledge will show you these things and build your confidence. It will build your confidence to know, like, okay, I'm a beautiful ass person. I am meticulously made, beautifully crafted. And you will appreciate life that much more. You will appreciate your body that much more, your mind, your spirit, your energy. You will appreciate everything so much more. It will build your confidence to know, like, I'm literally the shit. I'm literally a god. For me to even have the ability to create something makes me a god. For me to even have the ability to bring something from my mind and my imagination into fruition and make it tangible that makes me a fucking god. Because what the fuck is a god? A god is a creator, basically. So if I can create, then that makes me a god. And yeah, it just builds your fucking confidence. It really builds your confidence, your self-esteem. It's just an amazing thing, y'all. And it's not even just that, but knowing who you are, you can know what careers to go after. Just imagine how they are like just throwing us in school, throwing us in okay, so we have, when we're like what, 4 or 5, we go straight to school and they teach us how to be, how to act. Raise your hand before you speak. They tell you what you need to learn, but all the things we learn, none of these things are self-knowledge. Yeah, sometimes, yeah, we have an anatomy class, but it's not as in depth, and it doesn't even attract or get your attention. It's just like boring as fuck. The teacher is boring as fuck. The information is boring as fuck. The way it's presented is boring as fuck. So you're not even listening to it. You don't see the importance of it. But if somebody coming up to you and telling you, if you learn the way your body work right now, you'll be able to do anything you want. This is how you do whatever the fuck you want. This is how you master yourself. This is how you become successful. Literally, all of these things are connected. I talk about them being separate, like mind, body, spirit, or mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects. I talk about them being individual because I want you to know about the individual. Sorry about the wind. I want you to know about the individual aspects of these things, but they're not individual. They're not separate. They're all connected. Everything is connected. Every single thing is connected. This view is connected to you right now. It's connected to me. Just think about how great it feels to come outside into the sunlight and know that you have the same energy within you. And you can learn that through astrology, knowing that you have the sun energy within you. Or learn that, hold the hell on. A fucking beaver chopped this fucking tree down. I know that's way off topic. Right here, you can see the fucking teeth marks on the damn tree that fell over. Kind of shit. Anyway, sorry, I know I got distracted, but what I'm trying to say is self-knowledge can lead you to much more than you realize. It's not about some crazy ass thing that's outside of yourself. Everybody's saying go within. I mean, yeah, you go within, but they don't tell you how to go within. I'm telling you how to go within. You can use astrology, and these things are external, right? These things are external things, but when you realize that these things are connected to you, then it's not external. Everything is like this: as within, so without; as above, so below. So all of these things are the same. But if you want to go within, that's where the journaling and reflection comes in. But astrology, numerology, journaling, reflecting, losing my goddamn train of thought again. Yeah, those are like the main key aspects. Anatomy, knowing how your body works, the bodily systems, knowing the systems in your body and how those things operate and how they are even interconnected. Everything is fucking interconnected, bro. So, yeah. Hey. So basically, self-knowledge is literally the key. It's your manual. It is a manual to how you are supposed to live, how you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to eat, what foods energize you, what foods take away your energy, what activities fulfill you and light you up, what you're passionate about, how you can make the most money and be with ease. I feel so fucking great talking about this shit. Talking about the things that I'm talking to you about, making these videos, making my Patreon, making my lectures, making making content about the shit that I love, the shit that makes me passionate, and giving this shit to y'all, and knowing that very soon, when the more consistent I am, the more I will build, and the more money I'll fucking make. Dead ass monetization from YouTube, sponsors, brand deals, subscriptions to Patreon. Like, I can literally get paid to do the shit that lights me up and makes me feel so fucking good inside. And these things, like me doing the things that I'm doing right now, this is like fuel to keep going. And it feels so fucking good to spread this love to y'all, to the world. It's fucking wind going crazy, but it feels great to spread this information and my passion and my love to y'all, to the world. and higher and raise the consciousness and of this planet, bro. Like, this shit feels amazing. Self-knowledge got me there. So, for example, how the hell can I know what the fuck I love with astrology? All right, so let's talk about it. This is just an example for what I've done. So you can so what I've done, right? Jupiter is the planet of abundance. How you find luck, abundance, growth, spiritual growth, healing, wellness. Well, not wellness, but health, enlightenment, higher knowledge, all of these things, right? But I want to emphasize abundance and luck, right? So my Jupiter is in Gemini. It's in Gemini. Gemini is the planet of, the sign of communication, right? Communication is ruled by Mercury, so it's a very Mercurian planet. And it's also in the 6th house. 6th house is ruled by, my Jupiter is in the 6th house. And my Jupiter, the 6th house is ruled by Virgo. So that's also another Mercury planet. And Virgo is all about self-improvement, health, healing. It's detail-oriented. And it's about holistic health, particularly. Organization, all of these great things, right? So with that being said, the way I find luck and abundance is through communicating and sharing and communicating in any aspect, whether that be speaking, public speaking, writing, teaching, whatever the case. Also, Virgo is about teaching as well. So it's teacher sign. So basically, me creating this YouTube channel and my Patreon and teaching self-improvement and self-mastery is literally aligned with how I find luck and abundance, and I enjoy it. That is one way to figure that shit out. And then also, I'm trying to think. Second house. The second house is ruled by Taurus, and Taurus is ruled by Venus, right? So I have Aquarius in my second house. The second house rules money. It rules daily routines, all these things. Fuck all the other things. It rules money, right? I have Aquarius in my second house. So with that being said, the way I will gain money and income is through an Aquarius is the sign. I keep saying planet. The Aquarius is the sign of humanitarianism and technology and the future, basically. So me utilizing technology for humanitarianistic things. I think that's the word. Humanitarianistic things. Also incorporating my Jupiter energy. So self-improvement, communicating is a way that I can make money. So long story short, me making this YouTube channel using technology to communicate, Gemini, about self-improvement, Virgo, this is how I'm going to get my abundance. And I already feel it. And it feels great. It feels fulfilling because that's me, a part of knowing myself. So yeah, if you wanted to know how you can utilize, I know that was probably confusing if you don't know shit about astrology. Just know I know what the hell I'm talking about, and that shit, yeah. If you want to know how to read your natal chart and use it for what I just told you about, I'm out of breath. These hills, bro, they're crazy. But if you want to know how to utilize it, subscribe to my Patreon. Excuse me. Subscribe to my Patreon. Patreon. And also, I will be dropping more videos about astrology and stuff like that too. But it won't be as in depth, and it may feel all over the place and scattered because my Patreon, it will be much more organized. It's an actual curriculum that I'm creating. So a Patreon will be much more organized and structured to where you can understand it and follow it step by step. But my YouTube will be very scattered, and whatever the hell thought comes in my head, then that's what you'll see. That's what you'll get. But yeah, if you subscribe to the Patreon, you will definitely see actual lectures. Like, I got hour-long lectures, I got 25-minute lectures, whatever the case. But you'll actually see lectures, and you'll actually be able to comment on there, ask me questions, and yeah, get a better understanding. I also have a community group chat, so people can converse with each other. But yeah, I'm building, y'all. I'm building. But long story short, if you want to know, like real simple, what can bring you abundance and also fulfill at the same time, look at the sign and house that your Jupiter is in. Then look at what sign or planet is governing your second house. So, yeah. More specifically though, look at the sign that's governing your second house and the sign and planet that your Jupiter is in. And yeah, you will find your abundance. And if you have Saturn in your second house like I had, God bless you. If you had Saturn in your second house, then you probably won't find much abundance until you, for one, step outside of being a pussy and actually do the things that's making you happy. Because I'm 24 right now, and I started my first business when I was 16. I own my own music production company named Groveland Studios. And I was shooting music videos, commercials, photography, all kind of stuff. And I was literally, but then again, technology. And I made so much money with that business, utilizing technology. But basically, I've tried so many different business ideas. Like I've made crystal jewelry, and I'm really good at everything I do. Everything I do is fucking amazing. But if you want to see like my crystal jewelry, it's O, B as in boy, E, Holistics. OBE Holistics on Instagram, and you'll see all of my jewelry in that phase that I was in. But and Groveland Studios is GROVELAND Studios on Instagram, and you'll see all the work that I've done. But basically, man, I've done so many different things, bro, and I've started my spiritual journey February of 2020. And basically I've been wanting to be a coach, a life coach and an educator since then. I looked in my notes, and in my notes it said like I was making notes of planning to do the business that I'm doing right now. And I was too afraid to show my face on YouTube. Too afraid to show my face, make videos of myself, to spread my knowledge and my education, even though I have knowledge in so many different fucking things. I was too afraid to do so. So, I do a lot of shit, y'all. Like, I'm an herbalist, astrologist, numerologist. I have my Reiki Master certification, CPR certification. I'm also working on my personal trainer certification, wellness coach, and nutrition coach certifications too. And in the future, I plan on getting my holistic health practitioner certification. But I'm also in college to be a psychologist. So yeah, I do a lot of different shit. But the point is, this fucking pollen is going crazy. Until you start to do what is aligned with what you want to do, you'll forever be stuck, especially if you have Saturn in your second house. Saturn rules like blockages and where you need to learn lessons and shit like that. So if you got Saturn in your second house and it's not transiting anytime soon, I'm talking about transiting. My shit has been transiting. Saturn has been transiting in my second house for so fucking long, and I've been struggling financially because of that. But it's finally out, y'all. I am free of fucking Saturn, bro. Saturn is out of my second house. It's in my third house now, but it can't fuck with my communication because I'm already great at that. But I'm going to develop my communication. Wherever Saturn is, you're going to develop it because it helps you learn lessons. But while you learn the lesson, you're going to be pissed. So, yeah. But, the whole point of this video is just to talk about self-knowledge and ways to attain self-knowledge. I want to become the best version of myself, the highest version of myself. I want to see what the fuck I can do. And I know I can do great shit. That's the thing. Because I have knowledge of self, I know that I can do great fucking things. And I know whatever I want to do is limitless. You too. Whatever the fuck you want to do is limitless. Literally. You can do whatever the fuck you want. If you want to fly, I'm pretty sure you can fly right now. But you got to probably create a little jetpack or something like that. But you can do whatever the fuck you want. you can get the little wingsuit or whatever and fly, shit. But the point is, you can do whatever the fuck, and knowledge of self is the first step, the first key to living a fulfilling life, the first key to self-improvement, self-mastery, self-development, the key to freedom, the key to being a fucking leader, being powerful, having self-control, achieving your goals, achieving your dreams. Knowledge of self is the first fucking thing, because you can set a goal. You can set a goal to do something right now, but if it's not aligned with what your values are, what fulfills you, then and I don't mean like baby values, because a lot of the times we can say, yeah, I used to value shoes. I had so many fucking shoes, and I would collect them bitches, and I valued them at a point in time. But you have to look at your values and ask yourself, like, write out all the things that you value. You value these things because if you show them attention, if you prioritize these things, and prioritizing as in doing these things, making space for these things on a daily basis or a weekly basis, then they're part of your values. So basically, if you making sure you make space for social media, or make space for TV, or make space for porn, or make space for whatever the case, then these things are your priorities subconsciously. So yeah, write down all of your priorities, all of your values, and ask yourself why. Why do I value these things? What good is this doing for me? What good is this doing for humanity, for this planet? What is this bringing me? What are the pros and cons of me valuing these things? Not even necessarily pros or cons, but I'm just talking about things that doesn't deserve to be valued. But that's my own personal opinion. But yeah, you need to ask yourself what your values are and why. And if you truly align with these things at the core. That's the main thing. Do you truly align with these things at the core? So, yeah. And even asking yourself, this is like the killer question right here, y'all. The question that transformed my entire mindset is, if I could do anything I wanted right now without worrying about money, income, what the fuck would that be? What would I do? Not money and income. Yeah, I guess money and income. But if money wasn't a factor, what the fuck would I do with my life? What would I do every single day for the rest of my life if I didn't have to worry about money or not having enough income for this or that or a house or whatever the case? What the fuck would I do with my life? And once you ask yourself that question, your whole mindset will change. And you know, once you ask yourself that question, also you say like, well, why the fuck am I not doing it? Am I not doing it because of this excuse, that excuse, or this excuse? Like, you create your own excuses. This is not crust, y'all. This is from an orange I just had to let you know. But you can make these excuses, but at the end of the day, time is ticking. You're only gonna go closer and closer to death, and you know, you gotta decide what the fuck you want to do with your life, what direction you want your life to go in, and move forward. Because you not deciding on something, or you not moving in a way that you think is moving, you're still moving regardless. So you're either moving towards your goals and dreams, or you staying stagnant. And staying stagnant is declining. You're declining your health, your knowledge, all of these things. So you're not making a decision on going after your goals right now is still making a decision. So yeah, that is it. That's all I gotta say. Peace.